Third video, here we come. Just trying to hammer these out for you guys to try and catch up so that everyone's on the same page here. So now I'm going to be talking about my plan going forward, what things that I'm going to be doing to tackle my anxiety, what things that I'm planning on trying. First things first, I have tried a lot of different treatment types for my anxiety and my depression. Those range from, I think I've tried 12 to 15 different kinds and brands and combinations of antidepressants, from SSRIs to SNRIs to tricyclics and beyond. I've tried a lot of different prescription medications. I've also tried CBD. I've done counseling. I've done mindfulness meditation. I've taken part in what's called the Bounce Back program. I've done yoga and different courses about that. I've done different phone-in programs and government programs, and I've taken a few different courses that are offered through my health care in my province and that my doctor has referred me to, and I've also been to a specialist appointment at the hospital with a psychiatrist. A lot of different things that I've tried, and obviously I'm currently not on any prescription meds, and I'm currently not coping, and the coping strategies are not helping me currently, and I'm getting a lot of physical symptoms along with my anxiety as well. I kind of have to decide what I want to do. I currently have plan A and plan B. Plan A is I'm actually going to try something new. I am going to take a leap of desperation and try a natural alternative that many people have had success with, and that is CBD oil. I'll explain a little bit first about what CBD oil actually is. So CBD oil is cannabidiol oil, which comes from the cannabis plant, aka marijuana. A disclaimer is that CBD does not get you high. One thing that's really important to me is I am not seeking any kind of high. I don't want to take recreational drugs. I don't want to get high off of pot. That is not my goal. My goal is to get to a point where I am coping enough to feel normal. I want to be here. I don't want to be high. I don't want to be where I am now, which is really low. I want to be normal. CBD oil is basically the medicinal part of marijuana. THC is what causes a high. So when people smoke pot, the THC component is what is making them get a recreational high. CBD is the part of the marijuana in simple terms. I mean, obviously it's a lot more complicated than this, but in simple terms, the CBD portion is the medicinal part that a lot of people get therapeutic effects from and that help with a wide range of illnesses. If CBD is something that's available where you live and it's legal where you live, then it might be something worth looking into. The reason why I think it might be a really good fit for me is because lots of people take it for anxiety, but people also take it for PTSD and depression and OCD and chronic pain and insomnia and exhaustion and headaches, and I have all of those things. So I feel like a medication that works for all of those different things might kind of cover all my bases pretty well. So I'm really hoping that it'll be a good fit for me, and I'm excited to give it a try because I need to do something. At least where I live, you can get access to CBD oil fairly easily, and it is not illegal. You can get isolated CBD that does not contain any THC in it. My plan is to experiment with how much I would need to take in order to get to a point where I am feeling some benefit. I obviously don't want to take too much, not because it would affect me too much, but because it's expensive and it's obviously not covered by my health insurance, so I will have to pay out of pocket for it, which is possibly the only downside. But it's very safe. A lot of people have a huge benefit from it, and it's basically my last ditch effort before returning to antidepressants. The reason I'm trying this first is because at least for me personally, I'm very sensitive to medication. So antidepressants cause me a lot of side effects. Weight gain, extreme exhaustion, apathy, lack of motivation, just so much less energy, and so many more naps. And it also causes me to have no sex drive whatsoever. It causes me to get headaches, brain zaps, just a huge list of side effects. The thing is, if I get bad enough, I will take all of those side effects in order to get relief. But if there is something that I could take that would give me that relief without all of those side effects, I would rather take that, even if it means I have to pay out of pocket for it. I would be purchasing it in a dosed capsule format, so it would be 1 pill a day of CBD oil that is strictly measured out. It would be dosed correctly, and I would take the same dose every day or every second day, or however much I need to take it in order to cope. I have researched it for several months now, and I'm very sure that it's something I want to at least try. And if it doesn't work for me, then that's fair. At least I know, you know? Plan B, go to my doctor and go back on antidepressants. If I try the CBD oil and it doesn't give me enough of a benefit, or it doesn't help my problems enough so that I can cope, or it turns out to not work in some other way, then I will ditch that plan and I will still get help. So don't worry that I'm, not gonna fix this, because I am. I'm not sure if we would try an antidepressant that I've already taken in the past and just see how I do with it again, or whether we would try a brand new medication that I've never tried before. That would be up to my doctor's discretion. At the end of the day, despite all of the negative side effects that come along with them, it's a balance. And if it helps me with my crippling anxiety disorder to the point where I get some of my life back, then I think I can deal with some of the exhaustion and weight gain and the side effects that come with antidepressants. And who knows, there might be a medication out there that gives me less side effects. There's hundreds of different prescription antidepressants, and it's one of those things where you kind of just have to experiment until you find the one that's right for you. At least I've tried a lot already, so I kind of know which ones really don't work for me. I know which ones kind of work for me and which ones mostly work for me, and we can go from there and either put me on one of the ones that mostly work for me, or we can try a brand new one that I've never taken and continue experimenting to find the right drug for me. So that's my plan, is to do that. I'm still also going to continue doing self-care. I'm trying really hard to get out for fresh air, go for walks. I'm working really hard right now on my diet. I'm hoping to eat a lot more vegetables and eat a lot healthier. I'm trying to get myself to eat more frequently as well, to avoid any kind of sugar lows. And I've been eating tons more vegetables, way more salads and peas and green beans and broccoli and all that good stuff, because I feel like I can at least control what I'm eating to support myself, and my diet can really be a big support. Obviously, with my fibromyalgia and chronic pain, there's a lot of exercise that I can't do, but I am trying to at least get out for walks a few times a week, just to get that fresh air, get myself moving, and get myself out into the world so I don't become completely housebound. I am working really hard on, supporting myself in other aspects of my life as well. I have cut out caffeine completely. I drink decaf-only tea now. My sleep is still an issue. I will admit I could definitely improve a lot where sleep comes in, because I do tend to have a lot of insomnia at night and a delayed circadian rhythm, and so I wake up very late as well, and I think that could improve. But I am working on all the different aspects of my lifestyle. So I'm not just relying only on supplements or medication to get me through this. I am thinking of it as a whole, everything is a slice of the pie. I'm looking at the whole pie. That's where I'm at right now. I'm going to probably start CBD either tonight or tomorrow, and I'll hopefully give you guys an update on kind of what I think of it and my first impressions of taking it and all of that. At the end of the day, I'm not doing well and I'm not coping, so I'm hoping that I can find something that's right for me. My message to you guys is this: don't be afraid or feel like a failure if you have to go back on medication. You know, I was so proud of myself when I got off of my antidepressants, and I felt like I had made a huge success for myself by doing that. I felt like it was a huge accomplishment, and so many people around me were so happy when I got off my meds. And then when I started not doing well, and I wasn't doing okay and I wasn't coping, I had this great sense of failure or defeat. Like, if I had to go back on medication, people would be disappointed, or people would judge me, or that I would feel guilty, and that is dumb. I'm sorry, but like, it is. Like, that is just me being so stupid. But yeah, that's a valid thought. That is valid to feel that way, and I won't say that it's just me being stupid, because it is valid to feel that way. But at the end of the day, my health and my mental health and my life is what's more important. And if my mental health is so bad to the point where I'm not living my life and I've lost my independence and I'm not leaving the house, that's the point at which I need some kind of intervention. You know, if I had a kidney problem, I would take treatment for it. If I had cancer, I would have treatment for it. If I had diabetes, I would take insulin. And similarly, if I have a chemical imbalance in my brain that's causing all of this, because I guarantee you it's not circumstantial, you know, if my brain is just made like this, I need treatment for it, and that's okay, and it's not something to be ashamed of, and it's okay to realize that you need to go back on a medication, and that's not a failure, and it is not a defeat. And just don't feel guilty for having to do that, and don't be afraid to have to do that, because it's not you failing and it's not you giving up. It's you being brave and realizing that you are more important and that your life is more important and that you need help. So if you're in the same boat as me, don't feel guilty for having to go back on meds. Don't feel like it's a failure to have to take medication to help you. They're there for a reason, and they help a lot of people. And whilst they do have negative sides to them, they offer a lot of life-saving benefits as well. So if you get to the point where that's what you need, then that's what you need, and make sure you get that for yourself. Hopefully we can all start feeling good soon. Probably if you're watching my videos, you're either in the same boat or a very similar boat, and so I wish you the best of luck. And as always, I read all of the comments that you guys leave for me on my videos, and I will continue trying to reply to them all. So until the next video, stay safe and take care of yourself.